Hey pack leaders, so this video is going to be on breaking the variables further into lists. So on the previous video we talked about breaking them into separate variables, and this is kind of how I like to put it, okay? We original input and output, perturbations, but actually perturbations consist of a list that's delimited by a comma. So we break that out too. So but we want to make sure that we use the same variables for this, which kind of consists of commas. And let me show you the input that's supposed to be that. The perturbation, what's being passed through, consists of this comma delimited perturbation here. Okay, so we're going to break that by comma into its own list. So instead of putting new line, it's going to be broken up by the comma. So now perturbation has its own thing. Okay, but just make sure we match the variables. Always copy and paste the variables. Because sometimes we spell it a little differently when we misspell it, and then we could be pulling our hair out because we forgot and messed up a letter, or the I could be an L, or L is the capital, whatever. No, just copy and paste it so that we never have to worry about spelling it slightly different, or we missed a letter here and there, and then to realize later on that all it was just a missing letter. Okay. Alright, and then once that's broken out, then we can then move on. Make sure everything's still local. Make sure you always clear the list and then add it to the list. Okay, and if this has something within it and it's being used, we're going to break that out too. And if it does get broken out, we would also then add that to this verifying list here. So now, and then the standard is that if we do break it out, just put it right behind or below it. Since we were breaking out the perturbations, I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And then when you do break out the perturbations, you have to do a text from list to kind of print it out horizontally. So then I'm going to convert it back into a list instead of into a text, basically. Text from list. Then we can kind of put the perturbation back as a list, but maybe we can connect it by a comma to kind of bring it back in. Okay. Now, as far as the standard goes, I personally like to use this. I'm not gonna be a stickler on this. I might change it from time to time to maybe just put it back to a comma, so it kind of looks consistent. So the top has a comma and the bottom has a comma too. But sometimes I just kind of say, hey, let's do this, because sometimes I don't know, there might be something weird. So I just like to use something random that I normally don't use to kind of see it a little better. Okay, and then hit OK. All right, cool. Thanks.